Okay, so once people actually hear about you, or actually kind of know what you do, and you've projected or communicated your brand, then the question becomes, how do you get the business? Okay? So one of our clients, who was a management principal at Ball & Swinsky about 10 years ago, was telling me about a story about a famous architect back in the Great Depression. And this woman that had a 5-year-old son wanted to meet this architect. And so she kept calling and calling this architect just to get a couple-minute audience to figure out, or ask this architect, you know, how do you become famous? How do you become famous? So finally, after many, many tries, she got a 5-minute audience with this architect. And so she turns to the architect and says, tell my son, what does it take to become a famous architect? And the architect turns to her and to the son and says, get the next job. Then she says, well, what's the second most important thing in terms of being a famous architect? Get the next job. Well, guess what the third most important thing was? Get the next job. Exactly, because if you don't have the work, you can be out of work before you can start. So the question then becomes, what is the criteria, or why does someone actually do business with you? And there are actually 3 items. When someone hires you, when an owner hires you, when a client hires you, they want 3 things. They want leadership, relationship, and capability. Leadership, relationship, and capability. There's nothing else they're looking for. They want leadership. They want to understand that you have the conviction and the foresight to see where you're going. They want relationship. They want to be able to rely upon you. It's very important. They want to feel they have a sense of confidence in terms of what you're doing. And most important and last, or equally important, is capability. They want to make sure that you actually have the experience that you can do it. Leadership, relationship, capability. All right? Now, if you take a look at what they teach you in school, they're going to teach you about leadership. They're going to teach you about capability, but no one actually teaches you about relationship. And the crazy thing is, 15% of your financial success is based upon your capabilities. 15% of your financial success. 85% of your financial success is based upon your relationship. Is that crazy? About 3 years ago, I heard a study, and they were saying that you want something most people, the vast majority of people, would rather buy something within 5 miles of where they live as opposed to over the internet. It's about relationship, because they're looking for a relationship. Now, relationship is actually made up of 3 things. Trust, confidence, chemistry. Trust, confidence, chemistry. So in other words, if you can develop the trust, confidence, chemistry with your client, with the people you're doing business with, there's probably an 85% chance that you're going to get the business. I've been in situations where I've been competing against someone else, and they have a better product, they have a better service, the stronger, the faster, the skinnier, blah, 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 right? They're better looking than I am, no question, right? But you know what I had? I had the relationship. And you know what? I got the business, and they didn't. Think about the last time that happened to you. I'll bet, if you think about it, there have been times, hopefully in the most recent period of time, when you've actually gotten the business, even though someone may have been more qualified, even though someone was less expensive, but because you had the relationship, you got the business. The interesting thing is, I truly believe that if you focus on the relationship, it's a lot easier to get the business as if you're focusing on the leadership and the capability. You want to know why? Because everyone's doing that. Everyone is focusing on the leadership and capability, certainly. Everyone's involved with lead. Everyone's involved with bid and revenue and so forth and so on. Sustainable design. But you want to know something? People are not focusing on relationship. If you think about loyalty, and if you really think about your best clients, loyalty is not intellectual. Loyalty is emotional, isn't it?